Alright, guys. We're here. Alright. Welcome on, everybody. We're a little behind.
Just a
due
little.
Again, due to technical difficulties. So, that just tells you that my technology might be a little behind. So
Well, I don't know about that. I think it's just like it's not made for what they probably do. And then the thing is too, they stream like every day. Some people do it like
you got me on that. Like, I mean, it goes to where they're like watching their frames per second. Like when people are like, "Oh, I'm falling a little behind right now. I got 12 point something screens per FPS," and I'm like, "It's FPS." I don't know who I was watching that kept talking about his FPS, and I was like, Google, what is FPS?" I tried to do the streaming on my PC here, and tried playing the game on my PC. I got while I was going with not why I said stream was I got Steam to play Fortnite because Fortnite was the thing at the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You need to play. You need to squad up with me. Like, let's go." Like, I was like, "I'm down." You know what? Might as well. Why not? Just torn up by 12-year-olds, I'm assuming, because I didn't have a headset. So I'm again. All right, guys. Well, welcome to another week of the Hideout. Thank y'all for tuning in. This day is just gonna be let's just talk. We're gonna talk about anything and everything. We'll try to get through X-Men and some My Hero. So again, that's the main topic. We got a little bit of news that we want to cover. Did you know about Galactus?
He's supposed to be the main villain.
Well, the main villain, but no, they finally casted him.
Oh,
so let me see. Let's see. Stephanie said, "I'm terrible."
Life is just lifing right now.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Like, they're giving us lemons, and we can't even do anything with the lemons. Like,
I hate that fact too because if I remember reading it correctly, somebody was like, "Oh, and life gives you lemons." I was like, "No, lemons aren't naturally created; they're man-made." so yeah, we're doing this to ourselves still.
We're feeding ourselves the problem.
Did you know pollen or the pollen and allergies are a man-made problem? Because when people were
I think Bree was telling me about this, that they way back when they were thinking the males were like species of plants were the problem, and so they eliminated the female or something like that, right?
Because they were when they wanted to like line the streets up with trees and everything, they're like, we don't want the fruit to be falling and hitting people's cars, making the street all nasty. Let's just line up with male trees so that way they don't produce the fruit. Now all the pollen's here and everybody has allergies.
Yep, Bree was telling me. I was like, "Shut up." She was like, "Yep, they literally were created the problem."
They created the problem.
Oh, why?
We do this to ourselves.
I don't make lemonade because it's nasty. I just got more lemons than I know what to do with.
You could send them over this way.
I forgot. I eat the skin of the lemon. Like I was. I thought you were gonna agree with me.
Like maybe some lemon zest a little bit on some food and stuff here and there. But you'd take a bite of it like an apple?
I'll put the salimon or like salt, and then I get most of the juice, but I can bite the skin with the entirety of the lemon.
I knew you were a psychopath. I knew it.
Like, have you eat the skin of an orange?
That one either. You know how you do that too.
Yes, it actually has the most nutrients, honestly.
I don't care.
Jeez Louise. Yeah.
I can't do that,
I pour my milk before my cereal.
Yep, that's what I was like, yo, I don't know if I could do this no more. Podcast was almost finished before I started.
Yeah, straight up, guys. He did like a round robin around the area of where we worked, and he was just like, "Hey, milk before cereal or cereal before milk?" I think everyone was unanimous, right? There was only one.
There was 2.5.
2.5.
Because in the half one is only because this is the only way milk is allowed before cereal is if you finish your first bowl and you still have some milk left over, you just pour some more cereal in. That's
Okay, it was the half.
That was the half. Only reason why it should be like that.
The line is drawn now, dude.
It's a great time, but we got to do part as friends.
Oh, I'm sorry,
This
guys.
is just a fun thing for us to do on the side. Outside of this, I can't hang out with him.
Not friends. This is a facade. Like, yeah, F you too, bro. Like, shut the door. Like,
I'm not see you next week.
yes.
God damn this guy.
Oh, that was great. But alrighty, guys, let's see. Off the topic of no milk before cereal,
lemon zest
and the lemon. The Fantastic Four finally casted its Galactus. So we had the rumor. I guess now it's confirmed that Galactus is going to be the main villain of the Fantastic Four movie, again set in the 60s. And then the guy that they got was Ralph Ineson. So apparently he's from Game of Thrones.
I kind of like okay, but at the same time I don't like it.
I mean, everyone said his voice would hit the spot. Like, so
It's okay.
So you've seen Game of Thrones?
I never watched it.
Okay, so then I've never seen.
I never seen Game of Thrones, guys.
I've never seen Game of Thrones either, guys.
So I'm not alone.
Unanimous here. No, we will not cover it on the show.
This isn't that type of show.
It's not that show. Maybe somewhere else. But
I mean, if you want me to do my own thing, I could go veer that way too.
But yeah, unanimously, it came out on Facebook.
I think I've heard it. Like I've seen like clips and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
from Game of Thrones.
So everyone was like, "Yo, this is gonna hit!" Like everyone's for it. So I'm not jumping on the bandwagon because I don't know again personally, but everyone was like pretty solid on like that one because
I just don't like him as the main villain of the first.
But
Fantastic.
I know again. I hope Marvel doesn't do again what they're known for, where they're like these characters that are so like immense in the comic line, like they're like strong, and they just take their powers.
They doused them with gasoline and then set them on fire, and they're like, "All right, we're done with this one."
I think we got a good taste of that with Doctor Doom in the first Fantastic Four. So like,
but they did him better than some of the. And that wasn't even Marvel. That was a
Sony at the time.
No, it was a 20th Century Fox.
Oh yeah, Fox. Yeah, Fox.
Yeah. See, Fox did that one okay-ish because Doom is a main heavy fighter.
So he
but they
came
still
in
brought him
twice.
back.
Yeah, that's right.
Like they're like,
come
okay,
back.
yeah, they're like, we're gonna kill him, but they didn't even kill him. They're just like stuck him in like stuck
metal
like a statue and crap.
Frozen.
But then he came back, and I'm like, okay, like as long as you guys brought him back, and even then he was a great villain because he was able to take the board from the Silver Surfer and like render him almost useless and do like I was like. That Doom was done well. It was a recurring villain like the comics who was supposed to be able to appear over and over. But Marvel has this thing where they're just like,
Killmonger.
pow, next. Pow, next. And I'm like, dude, like, that one was good. Like, I really feel like they messed up with Ulysses Claw from the Black Panther. Like, I loved his acting. But he's also, like, a great villain for, like,
is he a pretty depth villain?
Yeah, he's like pretty good. Like even if it's not just Black Panther, like because he deals with like black market stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like street level thug, like you give him to
Daredevil
or Luke Cage or Spider-Man, and they he would have been great, and his acting was so good.
He was good. Again, I was telling I'm gonna pull up his name, but I was telling Bree about him. How he's like the OG of all things sci-fi. because he's from Planet of the Apes. He
I was just wondering. I was like, he does look familiar.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes. He was Caesar. Like, he did Ulysses Claw. He did, Schmeagol from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Mandalorian. Like, the dude is in almost everything. Like
What did he do in
anything.
Mandalorian?
I think he came in on the Mandalorian, or it was on Star Wars. One of the two. Schnook or something like that. I want to say that.
I know he said he got tired of playing like CGI characters, so like Smeagol and Caesar.
Was it
the
motion capture?
Motion capture, because it's just like he doesn't mind those parts because they're very good movies, and the movies are like really like he brings those characters to life, but I think he was like over being the motion capture person because it's just like he plays Gollum, Smeagol, and
all those other ones, but
yeah.
he does so good.
He does. He does really
like good. You can't deny his ability to do what he does, man. Like, what is his name? It's not even popping up on IMBD.
I don't even know his real name. I do, but I don't. Did you just go look up
Andy Serkis? There you go.
Yeah.
Right there, man. Like, I couldn't think of it. Where's Eli when you need him, man? I haven't spoken to him, unfortunately. So I hasn't tuned in. I think because of the change time, maybe.
Okay.
Let's see. He played Alfred, so he was in the DC universe. On the Batman with Robert Pattinson. Yeah, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. And then let's see.
I'm just trying to remember. Like,
yeah, he's Snoke or whatever.
Snoke. Oh, yeah, he was Snoke. That's why I was wondering. I was like, what the hell is Snoke?
Sorry, Snoke. What other? He's the Planet of the Apes,
and that wasn't like a wasted character too.
Was he?
Nope. Yeah, it was a like
no reason to bring him in kind of character.
Especially because I feel like the writing for the last 3 Star Wars movies just didn't know what they wanted to do entirely.
Okay.
So Snoke was kind of like
supposed to be a bad, but wasn't a bad.
Yeah.
Golem. Yeah.
Smeagol. Did he play both? Yeah, he did play both voices.
Yeah. But yeah, so dude's like the guy, like in all realms as far as like sci-fi, you know what I mean? Let's see, I got more news and then we'll keep on going. But so yeah, Ian, no, not Ian, I'm lying to you guys.
While he's looking it up again, real quick, other news. I mean, y'all probably, if you all keep up with Demon Slayer, and you probably already know, I believe it comes out tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow, Crunchyroll, and if Crunchyroll plays nice with other ones.
To Hulu, I believe.
Yeah. But yep,
Ralph Ianson,
and I think
that's how you pronounce it, Ianson.
Did it like
Ianson, Ralph Ianson is our Galactus.
Coming out tomorrow. I think it's only the Japanese version. So
I'll take
for
it.
the people that have to wait for the dubbed because the subbed is too fast for them, we don't have a release date for that one yet. Normally it's like a few months, but I'm still waiting on.
Oh no, he was telling me that My Hero had the dubbed version already of the first episode. So I guess the day it comes out is
like
sub, and then the following day is dub. Like
sometimes they'll do that, like where it's a real quick turnaround. But I'm still waiting for Attack on Titan.
Oh, dub
for the Attack on Titan. I used to watch it sub, but
the
rest of my family doesn't like sub too much.
Mm-hmm.
So
we have that household here. Marvel Studios reportedly wants Ryan Coogler to take on the X-Men film. And he's officially signed on for Black Panther 3.
Okay.
I don't know where they're going with that one, man. I do not know where
Black Panther 2 wasn't that great.
No. So X-Men, the title looks pretty bad. Pretty cool. The title name.
Yeah.
So
but did you catch that? Or maybe I'm mistaken, but the X-Men opening where they show X-Men 97,
Mm-hmm.
it changed to look more like the Fox X-Men when it first happened. Or maybe I need to go back and rewatch it.
I might have to rewatch it.
Because normally it was.
I haven't watched the last 2 episodes, guys, so bear with me.
I haven't watched like the last 4, so you know, I life
again.
But yeah, no, like I'm pretty sure because before it was the X-Men 97, but it was in that like yellow font and everything. But then this last one that I watched when the stuff at Genosha happened, it said X-Men, but it had like the 20th Century Fox like look of X-Men, and then it said 97.
No way.
In the actual like 97 font. And when I saw that, like I had it like rewinded and pointed out to my wife too, and I was like, I'm like,
on the one with Genosha?
Yeah, the one with.
Really?
I think it's the one with Genosha or after. I think it might be after because we started that episode.
Okay, I might have to look into that.
But yeah, like the X-Men, like it like I think because normally it like does a little like thing like lightning bolt and it appears, but this one it like popped out and had like the stone look of Fox.
Interesting.
So yeah, when I saw that, dude, I was like, "What the hell?"
I like catch those things. I was like, maybe.
Unless I'm mistaken, I could be mistaken. This is like the first time I really paid attention. So. I was just jamming out to the song.
No way. Yeah, exactly.
Playing my air guitar, going along with the drums.
Like it get you hyped for work right there.
For real though.
Oh man, but yeah, so bear with us again on that one. We won't cover so much. So I guess anyone that hasn't watched it like us, we only got to a certain point. But you know, even where we're at the moment, it's a good show, guys.
Oh, it's amazing.
It is top tier.
I do not want Marvel touching any X-Men if they could possibly do it with live action stuff.
Well, they actually called out Kevin Feige and were like, hey, if you don't do it like the show, then don't do it.
Then, like, for real, like I was watching it and that
they just set the freaking standard,
dude,
you know, for X-Men.
Just the stuff in Genosha, like just that one episode. I legit was like turned my wife right after, and I was like, that's better than half the movies that came out with Marvel. I'm like only few movies that I could really be like, yo, goes up against it. Probably Shang-Chi, and I don't remember very many else.
In this newer era. Okay.
I'm like,
WandaVision? Did that underwhelm you?
WandaVision was okay, but it wasn't. Dude, they did in 30 minutes what movies can do.
I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Just the emotional impact of just one episode.
It gave you a lot of stuff. It gave you a lot of information for 30 minutes. Yep. And then, like you said, the emotional impact, the visual effects, yo, this is gonna this stuff's gonna happen. And I already know Marvel's gonna be Marvel with their kills for thrills. Somebody's gonna have to come back somehow, some way. It's Marvel and comics, because comics do it anyway. But it just that what they did with that one episode alone, I was like, you all could have just gave that whole episode like several episodes to it.
Yeah. Each person going on in that.
Yeah. It was so good.
It was good. Again, they called Kevin Feige out, and I'm so glad I was there for it. Yo, if you can't bring it like this, don't bring it at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the story has to be impeccable, bro. Like, for real. And then again, it leads to the freaking circle, the Doctor Strange, portal. Bro, like, what if they are coming, into our realm or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I am hoping for Wong. I'm hoping for Strange, but I know it's Wong.
Yeah.
They kind of gave him the task of Nick Fury of the new generation. Yeah. Like he got, Shang-Chi. Yeah. He got She-Hulk. Abomination. Mm-hmm. So he's in the he's in the mix, and and then he's the Sorcerer Supreme at the moment. In our MCU.
And it kind of fits too because they said that they wanted Strange to be the Iron Man of this generation. So somebody has to be the Fury, and Wong being the Fury kind of makes sense because he's already
never heard that. I like it. I like it.
I was like having them both fit those characters.
Yeah.
Like it's no worries. Speaking of which, did you hear that supposedly Robert Downey Jr. is supposed to come like talking about coming back to the MCU?
No,
Like I read something.
I think I want to say you did. I did, but I'm not gonna lie.
I read something real
that
quick
kind of stunned
about
me right now. I don't know. I did read that. Did you read that? They're apparently trying to make. They're in talks of making a limited series of when Captain America was dropping off the stones in the.
I have not read that, but I would definitely watch it.
You would look.
Like,
You
I
would
would watch it. Like, oh yeah, like,
as long as it's
it
Chris
has to be
Evans.
done. Oh yeah, it has to be Chris Evans, and it has to be done right. And you have to like at this point, y'all got everything you need. You got every scene from where y'all took the stuff. Just go back and like be like, all right, we need this.
Mix it up, right? Yeah. Oh, then if he does, would they need everyone back?
Technically, no, because
Just the moments in it when he puts
like,
it back.
you would see the person leaving, like just like
like a body double
Yes.
kind of thing, like
Yeah.
okay.
and then he comes in and like here you go.
I can see that where they can use like the body double and have a voice, like
Yeah.
where they're in another room and
Yeah.
okay.
That's like the best way you could describe it. If you don't want to bring back every main character.
Yeah, because again, that you got Scarlet, you got these high paying ones for a limited series. It would be hard.
It would be hard. It'll be really hard. So yeah,
unless again, I didn't read if it was animation, but it
Well,
looked
animation,
like a live action. You know what I mean? Like
if it's animation, they still have to have Chris Evans do the voice. Oh, speaking of which, Hemsworth is up for Thor 5.
Yep.
But
I have that news.
He was supposedly he said in an interview or something or whatever. He's like, "Oh, it's my fault that Love and Thunder fell on its face
because he got into having improv or something like that. He was like having to.
He's like, I didn't land it properly. I was too he's like I was too into improvisation and I became what he was like, oh, I became like a shell of myself, and I was just like, I appreciate that, but it's not just your fault. Like that was half of the writing.
Yeah,
like it wasn't like you
wouldn't have had that direction of improv if the script wasn't in that funny realm. You know what I mean? Like if you have your serious improv, your you know all the different scenes you can improv off of. Yeah. But you were in the funny realm, so you try to make it
And
funny.
I mean, like that probably isn't what you're what you're comfortable with, so that's why you fell short of it.
Yeah.
But I just like I appreciate you wanting to take responsibility for it, but no, like that's not just you.
Yeah,
like,
you cool for coming out, like you cool for coming out and being real, like Taika Waititi, where you at, like
no, for real. Speaking of which, is he directing anything?
No, he's as far as Marvel, he's no longer touching anything Marvel. So that he had made that announcement that he will no longer direct a movie in Marvel. But as far as anything currently under his direction, I have no idea. Like that would be a lie if I were to tell you I knew. But
because my wife was rewatching Ragnarok recently, I think, and she was just like, some of these like at the time it was funny, and she's like just rewatching it. She's like, I lost a lot of its like comedic effect. She's like, it's not really that good actually. And I was like,
the laugh track.
That would make it so much worse. No. I despise when they put laugh tracks on stuff because you're trying to force it to be funny and you're being. It's just like it's not that funny, so you try to have the audience think it's funny because look, people are laughing. I'm like, no, it's not.
Mind control, bro. Mind control.
Oh yeah.
But so all that is news, guys. All that is news. We always go off topic. I love it, but y'all are more than welcome to chime in and jump in the conversation and let us know what you think about all that. Dude, that was again, that's a lot of stuff, man.
That is.
Oh my god. Okay, so and then we got Deadpool coming up soon, guys. So I'm excited. I think we need to maybe work out a date to go to see it together, maybe because you were wanting to go out the release day, right? Yeah. So I'll be down.
I mean, shoot, if things work out correctly, but you work.
I'd have to. Well, it's in June. I can ask off for the Friday. Life, guys. Again, so we gotta plan around this. It would be dope, to
Well, I mean, you can Thursday night.
a half day Thursday, then
Friday.
something. Again, I'll make sure I get a goddamn popcorn tin in the end.
Dude, did you see those?
I don't know if that was the real one. I don't know,
But
because the little top thing, because they said it was really explicit.
Yeah.
So they said it was that Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool himself, designed the popcorn tin, and it's a little bit explicit. So I was like, I'm so ready. Like AMC does this so good. Like, and I think I'm gonna do the two again, because you can get the original. Like, I think I got this one. And then it's like from AMC, and then there's the popcorn tins. Oh no, it's Ant-Man. It's Ant-Man. So Ant-Man, this is the designed, one from AMC. So there's a popcorn tin, and then it has a little light on it, so it looks like pretty neat. But and then I got the Quantumania regular popcorn tin.
Foreshadowing, friends. Foreshadowing.
Oh yeah. I'm ready for that scene though, because apparently I didn't catch it. I might have to go back and look at the trailer. So they said that Deadpool says, "Oh look, what's his name? The actor? Oh my god, I just went blank. Paul Rudd does age." Like when the helmet
I did not hear that.
So I don't know if someone edited the meme or something like that. But they said, if he says that, I'm gonna die. Like he said, hey, Paul Rudd does die or does age or something. So it's gonna be great.
I was thinking about getting those limited edition Marvel Cokes too, to just kind of.
Oh yes, I noticed that. Do they have different people on each Coke, or
I don't know, because I saw one and it was like basically all
the things. So I think it's each Coke brand. Like so, because I saw on Coke Zero there was a different person.
Oh really?
So maybe it's
we can probably look it up. On the Coke website or something.
Probably that'll be dope. So, but guys, again, yeah, Daredevil's Deadpool's gonna be freaking awesome. I'm so excited.
This little homie right here.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited for it. June 27th. No, July 27th. July 27th. So again, it's coming quick, and we'll cover it here for show.
I don't know. You know better than I do, probably.
I believe it. Oh, God. That's how we work, guys. We gotta, give you the right news. Let's see, Deadpool.
And over. July 26th.
26.
Yeah.
Cool. But yeah, guys. So we're gonna talk a little bit about My Hero. Season 7, if I'm not mistaken, has come out. And it is everything I expected so far. So and again, you read the manga, so I know that it goes deep. Like, but off camera, I called him an asshole because he hypes up Star and Stripe, and I'm like, oh hell yeah! Like,
spoilers for anybody who hasn't watched it.
Oh yeah, I know. Definitely we're gonna go spoilers on this. I gotta put that in the chat or something. But spoilers for show. So yeah, dude, I was like, no way.
I can't stay. Look, the power was awesome,
dude. Legit, and I don't know if I'm gonna say something controversial because it's just again that's how my mind thinks, but it bothered me that she had to use one quirk to be in All Might's level. You know what I mean? Like at all times, like her thing could have been dangerous. Like if she was able to use both, of those quirks or the what is it? My Order or something like that. New Order. You know what I mean? And so to use that, to use both of them, oh, deadly, bro. But she was using one for herself. It was just, it bothered me in a way. Like, I don't know. Like, but yeah, bro, you asshole. Like, I was just like, They left it off so nice because she coming in like hyped as hell. Like you're like, who's this? I was like, what? And so when she came in and that was the start of the season, I thought it was dope that she had that past with All Might. You know what I mean? And so her being his predecessor. You know what I mean? Like in all things. And I kind of want it for the dub because this the Japanese bro, just freaking kills me, bro. Like, yeah, my you got bro, and I'm like, God. So I know they're American. The pilots are American. That she's American. Like, so
like, we need to make sure throwing all the bros, give them a burger while they're at.
Oh man, and they're all beefed up, like the pilots and stuff. So that's their view of us Americans. But yeah, dude, she was that quirk dangerous.
That quirk is something else, though, man. Like that when I first read it, and it's been a while since I read it, and I haven't watched it yet. Okay. So I want to see it like animated.
You haven't watched it?
No, I haven't watched it.
I spoiled it for this guy, guys.
No, I've read it. It's been a while since I read it, but the I've seen everybody's quick with the little memes and the little stuff.
Dirty, bro. Like again, it sucks because that's all I follow, all the pages that come, and then so like it is the populated thing. Like, did you see? And oh no, what happened? And then like memes and all. Yes, dude.
And you're just like, dude, like I don't want to look at anything.
There was people commenting like, thanks guys. And I was like, it's 7 a.m. my time. It doesn't come out till later. Like,
what I do appreciate though, there's a handful of people that do it, but they're like when Infinity War and stuff came out, they're like, Infinity War without spoilers, and they would show pictures of random things, and you're just like, what the hell is this? Like they showed Squidward, and you're just like, what the hell is Squidward doing on Infinity War? And then he like tries. I'm like, okay, like they show you things that unless you watched it, you wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I appreciate that so
much. That was a good time because people were on it. I don't remember so much spoilers coming from Endgame. It's no more the casting. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you didn't know plot. I don't remember anything about a plot for Infinity War. You know what I mean? Because I remember I went to go look at the comics for the Infinity Gauntlet for the comics line, and Ebony Maw. Yeah, Ebony Maw. I was like, I don't know, they're gonna go this deep. Ebony Maw was a beast, and I got told by a friend of mine, he was a comic, friend, and we had chatted about that movie. He's like, oh, Ebony is about to, destroy Doctor Strange. I was like, what? He's like, he, controls his mind, is able to do this. I was like, no way. And so I went to go into the lore, and it was nothing like that. No, the needles were but
they didn't go deep.
Like yeah.
But the comics kind of go pretty harsh with some of the certain things that they do. Like I'm like, damn. Like there's this guy on YouTube that I started watching now, and I watch a lot of his like shorts and stuff because these like things in comics that made us go, hey yo, what the. and I'm like,
some gruesome stuff, bro. And then apparently they used one right on the X-Men. I haven't seen it. Again, spoiler even on me. The comic line was a Magneto stripping him of his
I can't wait for that scene.
Oh, dude, I've told myself the same thing. I was like, I need to get on it. I was like, this episode must be serious.
Well, because like what a lot of people don't like. I don't want to. I don't know. We'll wait. We'll see.
What?
Because if I remember correctly, I discussed that scene with you because Wolverine has one of the most powerful healing factors ever. Like so much so that Deadpool is his healing factor too. Like the only reason Deadpool can't die in the comics was because Thanos cursed him to never die too, along with the healing factor of Wolverine. So Wolverine's healing factor is super good, but constantly has to regenerate his blood because it's the adamantium in the skeleton is poisoning him. So it's constantly healing every freaking second.
Holy shit.
Without the adamantium, that thing goes into overdrives. That thing, like it goes crazy
in the comics.
in the comics.
Dude. So again, it was again ruined for me. It goes back to if they would have just do the meme of like jelly or something, you know what I mean? And I don't know, skeleton something, you wouldn't know, but no. I already know what the damn scene entails, you know what I mean? But again,
I can't wait to see it.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So but yeah, they ruin it with that, but it the way they brought it back again was like how you were saying about, you know, to your wife is enjoying it. Did she ever watch the original X-Men?
No.
So that's what, you know, same with Bree. Bree jumped into it just to, you know, catch glimpses, because even the director was giving clues to watching the show. Like there's certain episodes he's like, you got to go to the original one, watch this, and this. That's how far I've been, because the next episode, apparently you need to watch like 2 episodes and then on one season and 1 episode on another for it to like kind of make sense. Yeah. So I appreciate that. Like, and then the episode after that, he says you got to do more research, more than just watching. You need to go find the comic strip that entails for this. You know, I'm like, damn, like, you know what I mean? So. X-Men 97, and we're back to My Hero. Back to My Hero, like, you know, it goes to that comic, you know what I mean? Like what you're saying, like, so you read it. So on the show, it's legit. On the show, like, again, it's this, like just the silver lining, you know, massive person of her. Like, how does it look on the manga?
Yeah. Again, it's been a while. Because the anime coming out to the manga coming out, like it's a gap. So it's been a while since I read it. Like all of Demon Slayer is done before it's even animated. So like there's a gap. I vaguely remember it because what happens later, I'm like invest more into that right now.
Oh, okay.
Granted, My Hero is kind of, for me personally, and I know a few other people, is kind of entering that realm of you're getting predictable. Like, we know what's going to happen now, or which route you want to go. But yeah, like when she...
I don't feel that way. I don't know where it's going, guys.
You'll get there when you see it.
So I don't get it.
But yeah, when she first appeared on the screen, and then her like, I was like, damn, who the hell is this? And I was just like freaking in, and I was like, okay, like I do this like I'm actually reading, but it will be this way, and I have to swipe because
it's not an actual way. You lied 3 times.
I know. That thing still. No, yeah, I was just like, when I was reading it though, I was like, damn, like.
Do you have to swipe that way?
Yeah.
Like I just had that. I had to confirm that. Like, so you're actually swiping like.
They're not gonna make it like an American reading like this.
Yeah.
You have to read Japanese way.
That's freaking awesome. That's dope.
But man, like the app that I have that I showed you, like if you try to read this way, it legit will come up with a little like error box and it'll be
no
like,
way.
Yeah, it'll be like
wrong direction
or whatever, and then they'll pop up like how to read.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know, sometimes I make that mistake because I go from comics to manga to actual books. So, you know, I read more this way than this way. So, you know.
And you told me about the story. Your daughter made something. You're like,
this
dude, and you were reading it like a manga.
If she ever watches this, I'm sorry. But yes, she made like a little comic strip of a book she read, and like she had to do something for class, and she's like, "Oh, look at it," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool," and I was reading it. I'm like, this conversation doesn't make sense because I'm reading it like a manga, and then I'm like, it flipped in my head. I'm like, oh, now I understand. Okay, no, it's really good now. Before I was like, yes, like so I was just like calling to the artwork. So I was like, the artwork is nice, but what's this dialogue? And then when I reread it, I was like, oh, now it all makes sense.
So
now
you got a great vision, but the storytelling, what's going on here?
Oh, I was like, you can have great storytelling and have horrible dialogue.
Yeah. Or in the case of One Punch Man, got a great, story, but you can't draw for shit, man. So that has always been me. I feel like I always had like some badass idea, try to put that landscape on a paper. Shit, look, my son probably draws better than me. You know what I mean? Oh, Zaku's on. What's the destroy your mind that Bishop was sent to the past to kill a child? Is that on the comics?
Probably, I forget.
Because Bishop is the time traveling guy.
Bishop is the time traveling guy.
And Cable.
But I haven't really read X-Men comics too much like that.
Okay.
So,
dude, that's
describe us more.
Dude, this he
was he supposed to kill?
Cable, I think.
Yeah.
He was supposed to kill the baby.
Yeah.
But when did they send him back? I think on he's still there.
Well, they sent him back with Cable. They sent him back with Nathan before he became Cable.
That's when he left. I remember that. That's right. Hope? Hope your mind. Hope?
Ooh, Hope Summers? Yeah, if I remember correctly.
So she was there to kill Hope?
Bishop was there to kill Hope. If I remember correctly. Then what happened? Why did he get sent to a different... I think there was an error or something with the...
I think he did have a problem with his time thing.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason he was there with X-Man, was because it broke, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Like, it was broken. He ended up being a part of the team at that time because they were trying to, repair his time.
His little wrist thingy.
Yeah. But, again, Genosha, but... we're not on X-Men. We're not on X-Men. My hero, so...
Yeah, My Hero is really good. Like,
again...
How many episodes is that?
It's two. It's just two. It's just two, yeah. So, it's dope, dude. The animation's great. So when you catch it, I mean, I love that conversation between us where it comes from page to, animated, you know what I mean? And, Sergio from work was saying the same thing. Like, he's like, dude, I'm so ready. Like, he's finished with the manga too, and it's just like to see this war that's gonna go on. And he didn't say war at the time. I think he's because he didn't want to spoil it for me. But he's like, what's to come is putting it on animation is gonna be freaking on point.
And I understand why certain things take time because this coming up is like same thing with Demon Slayer. How me and Nathan were hyping up the Infinity Castle arc. You have to have the Hashira training arc, which I think is confirmed to be 8 episodes. So if it is right, I called it. And the Hashira training arc is going to be a bit slower, more like backstory, or give information about certain people, do whatever. The Infinity Castle arc, there's no stops, there's no break.
There's fight after fight after fight.
There's fight, slight intermission because somebody else jumps into the fight. Another fight, another slight intermission because now 4 people jump into this fight. Another fight, intermission because demon backstories. But
how many demon backstories? Okay.
There's only 3 left.
Yeah, the 3 left. Oh,
yeah,
dude. Again, I think there are 2 different studios though, right?
Yeah. Because Demon Slayer's studio, I forget who Nathan knows him off the top of his head. Demon Slayer's
Mappa, right?
No, not Demon Slayer.
Ufotable.
Yeah, Ufotable is Demon Slayer.
And
I don't know who does
My Hero Studio.
Is it
Star and Stripe? Doesn't say.
Honestly, Stars and Stripes stuff would have been so much better if she was able to use more of her ability. Imagine what she could have done,
Again, where she went with it, bro. What she did to Shigaraki, bro.
Dude.
My goodness, dude. Again, that quirk is fatal, bro. It is just.
But imagine what she could have done if she actually
Look, I would like a past story on her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a little side art, that'd be legit. You know what I mean? Because that was.
That would totally be something the creator might do too. For people might want to be like, well, I want to see what All Might was doing over there at that time and show everything right there. So that'll be cool.
Let's see. It says his Bones Incorporated is acclaimed Japanese studio for the animation of My Hero anime.
Okay.
Bones. Interesting. But yeah.
I mean, they're doing a good job too.
Making sure, guys. Making sure. Backshot if Bone Studio continues. Yeah. Oh, with its censorship of the original manga source. So My Hero Season 7 could face potential backlash if Bone Studio continues with its censorship of the original manga source. So it is Bone Studio, but I guess the anime is that much more gorier or more intense than what they were, putting out there, I guess. What?
Oh, the manga?
Uh-huh.
Well, they always kind of do that. Like mangas and
well, we talked about it.
Yeah,
what was it on? I don't remember. Akame got killed.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Yeah, like it was just like I remember you were telling me certain scenes.
I remember your mind when you're like, oh yeah. I'm like, no, not that.
The killing though, guys. The killing. That's where I was going. But yeah, Bone Studio. But yeah, just it's dope, bro. It's a pretty good episode. Again, Shigaraki is coming with force.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is on. I now know what you're speaking of because now when I'm thinking about it, he's all OP, bro. Right there, like.
It's incredible what
I like the vision that they're doing with the split, him and All For One. Like, oh yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I was like, it's incredible what the creators do with their stories and how well they like incorporate them. And it's almost like how far in advance do you plan this stuff?
Like the writer,
yeah.
The story?
Like,
okay,
like
the actual manga creator.
Yeah, like how far in advance do you like plan all this stuff? Like with Naruto, I have to agree. Like, there's some people that are like, well, certain things you almost feel like it wasn't planned. They just kind of shifted, and it just so happened to fall nicely that way. Like the main one is Itachi being a spy for Konoha.
Everyone, Konoha. You hated him at the beginning, but in the end, you were like, that was my boy.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's just like, I don't think. Like a lot of people, like I don't think the creator originally had him as a spy. They just had him as somebody, and then he liked the character and pivoted him to be the
Interesting. Do you think it was based off reaction, like when they were putting these mangas out, like they were hearing the hype about it, and then they?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like honestly, that swayed their decision in what they did with the character. You think?
I wouldn't be surprised. I think that's a big thing, especially because. Like, you could probably have it mapped out for most of the part, but animating it and actually, or not animating it, but actually drawing it or getting everything done, there's going to be a gap from where you, like...
Well, then it goes back to, like, what we were talking about, speaking of Demon Slayer in the mix, the original drawings from what they were conceived to be, and where they land as the final, destination creation, you know what I mean? Like, so, much is swayed, from begin point to end point.
Like with Naruto, have you ever seen?
Because he was supposed to be the version where he was with the Genin jacket,
and everything, and
Jonin jacket, the Jonin jacket.
These concepts are so crazy because I'm like, how far in advance you get? Like I know if I remember correctly, the creator from Attack on Titan was saying that he had a thing, but sometimes he had to go back and reread some of his stuff to make sure it's on track.
Yeah.
But then somebody supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but supposedly fans were coming up with their own endings and trying to see how it ended, and supposedly somebody had gotten it right, and he's like, no, you're not right. And
this happened.
And completely changed. And supposedly he had like alternate endings.
So he talked out. He talked it out. He's like, so someone ruined it for you guys because he guessed what I was gonna do, and throw it out the window. He's like, you didn't know.
Never mind.
He's like, no.
Nobody's supposed to guess.
Beat me to my own story.
How did he know?
That's crazy, dude. But
But
again, the story. I mean, to conceive it like at one point he know All for One wasn't done. Like 100%, we knew he wasn't because he was that good. But did he? How long ago did you know that he was gonna find a guy that was torn as much as he was to create his mind to blah 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 blah, blah. Like where did you conceive that from the get? You knew that was the ultimate goal. You wrote backwards.
Yeah.
I've seen someone has a final and they write it backwards. You know what I mean? Like strip it down. You know what I mean? It would be
that's crazy because I'm just like a lot of people because I told you like I tried my hand at right?
Mhm.
So I'm like I tried doing like plot points and everything, but I'm just like sometimes I'll hit and I'm like yeah this and this, and then other times I'm just like I just want
for me.
I'm just like I want this part right here right now, like everything else is fuzzy, but this scene just like right here and it like flows from there, and I'm like well now that I'm here I actually kind of
Need all this back here.
like it almost like loops back around, and I'm like, okay, now I can continue it again.
That's interesting, bro. Like it's so is the manga well written? Is in the end is that for My Hero it was
It
or in your opinion which manga do you think was done correctly? Like Demon Slayer is in the mix or
Demon Slayer's kind of in the mix. I mean, a lot of people hate it, but a lot of people also don't give it enough credit for like
being a top one?
yeah,
Because again, as Nathan was saying, it's gonna be good. Like the
yeah,
Ufotable is doing its job as
yeah,
far as
doing its
animation,
animation,
like
yeah.
put you wanted this on live action or on animation, got you.
We're just gonna throw it up there and do it as well as we can. But like written wise, I think Demon Slayer, like a lot of people are like, oh well, Tanjiro isn't even the best main character. I'm like, you don't
I
have
was seeing that Dr. Applesauce, like everyone was like Tanjiro, worst main character, like and Tanjiro, the worst main
they're like,
character.
oh, he hasn't even killed like somebody was saying he hasn't killed an upper rank or whatever by himself or whatever. I'm like, it's not about him being the strongest. It's about him like kind of learning everything,
growing in the
but
path.
also helping this whole generation stepping up too. Like it's not about him being the final one to cut.
And Midoriya is the same way. There's a lot of hate against Midoriya.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like so. I don't know. So what about Attack on Titan? Was that a story that you?
That story, I feel like when it ended, I was kind of like on the fence with it. I'm like, it was really cool, but at the same time, I was like, I kind of wanted.
He dropped the ball in a way.
I feel like no matter with that story in particular, no matter what you did, it was almost not
Interesting.
because it was like you fall into one of two camps because you can't be a middle player. Like either you're gonna agree with everybody getting destroyed, or you're gonna be like, no, he should have never turned evil. This that like it was too big of a change.
Eli, speaking of the devil, man, we were needing your help with some actors' names and movie titles, and
this is deducted out of your pay now.
Yeah, you're right. You're late. Go clock in. But
it's about the end of your shift. You got 5 minutes left.
Yeah, man. Way to go. Hope you've been well, man. I hope you've been doing well.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, man.
We're talking a little bit about storylines on anime or manga.
Anime.
Yeah, and animes, and animes, so hop in the convo, we're more than welcome. But Attack on Titan, yeah, in my opinion, again, because the manga, but the story where it was, going so well, and then it was just like, whoa, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? It's again, like you said, it was drawn out to only happen, and no matter what happened, it was gonna end that way.
Yeah, it was gonna end, and you either agree with it or you don't, and you're like people who are like, well, I liked it, but I'm like, I also see where it's coming from. Okay. People are like that, like.
So what again? So then, to answer the question, what manga do you think was just well written? Like just
I have to give it back up to Full Metal.
Oh, I was waiting for it. I love it, Brotherhood.
Full Metal was done so well because it encapsulated the end of his journey, him understanding the main villains were gone, like, they reconnected with their dad. People have their relationships going now. They're still trying to help other people out, but it was good. It was it wasn't like, well, he turned evil or like this happened, or like a lot
And
of people are
then
like,
what's gonna happen with the brother?
yeah. I
Like,
mean, that still was a question because like Al had his alchemy still, and everybody was like, well, like I know some people are like, well, why did Ed lose his alchemy and this and that? But he gave it up for a decent reason, and it was kind of laid out for that reason to happen too. So it was just like, I think that ending was pretty solid.
but Brotherhood was dope. Brotherhood was dope. And then I was recommended that. I think I don't know who was that recommended Brotherhood because I had watched the Metal, the
Yeah.
regular one, and then I think it was my brother-in-law. I was watching that one, and that was the one I was going with. But when I had stopped it, but when he was like, "Do you remember this one?" and I was like, "Full Metal?" I was like, "Big old super dude." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, that one." He's like, "Brotherhood." Like,
Yes.
I recommend Brotherhood over the one that
That-
you were watching at the time.
Yeah.
And so I jumped it in and came over. It was good. It was one.
Right.
It was really good. The always late employee. No, we all are. You I guess follow suit. You know,
Right. Right. We're always late.
My
no
boss
matter
is
what we
late.
do.
Then our world, I'll be late.
Like I can show up on time. It's not my fault. The technical difficulties slow me down.
Yeah, straight up, straight up. We were clocked in, just system wasn't working. You know what I mean? So the only Attack on Titan scene I know is that Levi moment when he takes out the Beast Titan.
Oh yeah, that
Which
you remember like the first time they take out the Beast Titan, if I'm understanding correctly, but the
In the
regaining Shin and China when when Irwin is having his people ride the horses and creating smoke shields.
The part where you were saying charge,
Yeah,
where,
dude, that scene was crazy though. That was so good. But then
being carted out, right?
yeah,
Iconic scene, yeah.
dude. But yeah, when Levi goes and takes him out, and uh, what's his name? But the Beast Titan dude, he's like, oh no, he's gonna go. Like, I need to cover it up, and then he takes out his eyes because he's just like, I already know their fighting style, but Levi knows that he knows what's going on, and so he's like, I'm gonna change the tables on everything.
Cards are everywhere now. Like, find your card, find it. Levi goes, dude. Levi was dirty, bro.
He was.
He was so nasty with it, man. I love my Levi shirt. I love my Levi shirt because he was dirty with it, man.
I'm like, a lot of people underestimate Hanji though. Hanji was amazing too.
Hanji glasses, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hanji was awesome.
She went down with it like a champ, bro.
I mean, what's crazy is like a lot of people realize too, like Levi was an Ackerman, so he was going to be great.
Yeah.
Hanji didn't have that with her,
she became great.
but she also survived fighting Titans while keeping the Titan alive, being able to capture them while they're yeah. I was like, that's something to be like, okay, no, she's actually pretty damn good herself.
Hanji was dope.
Zeke, yes.
It's gotta be right. What happened to all the fun you were having? What happened?
What fun?
We all what? It's serious here. What are you talking about?
Let me take another shot.
Right. Feel a little woozy here, guys. That scene from I'm feeling woozy here, man.
My turn.
Dude, golly, man. But so we're having fun. But yeah, Levi was just a beast. But again, I never put that two and two together. Ackerman, he was, in his bloodline, was meant to be great. You know what I mean? So, Levi said that to Zeke when he was wrecking.
Yeah.
Jeez, it makes me want to go watch that scene again.
No, for real.
Just go pull it up. But Attack on Titan, My Hero.
Well, there's only 2 episodes.
Yeah. You're right. But there was a lot that goes on, man, because you haven't watched it. Like, I don't want to go hard on it, bro. That's what's going on. That's what I feel like is going on. But again, from page to paper, like the what's shown on again, so you know where I'm at when I told you, that she ends up, and so I was just like, I was just like, no way, bro, like no way.
He's like, y'all even watch that show? No, we watched it. I've read it. It's just been a while. We have other anime and mangas to watch.
We got so much going on. So it's better again.
The manga is pretty good.
I need to get into that manga mix. You have the app, right? You've been telling me about it too. $4.99 a month.
$2.99 a month.
What is it called?
$3. Shonen Jump.
Shonen Jump. There you go.
Speaking of which, I need to.
But I haven't read the manga, but nonetheless, I don't know if you watched the show, but something happened, and again, he hyped up this girl, Star and Stripes, and I was like, yo, holy hell, it's about time. And she was wrecking them. And so again, what she did to Shigaraki on paper, I can only imagine what it looks like. You know what I mean? Because there's this is like explosives on him. It looked like, you know what I mean. So in manga form, I could only imagine how many scenes that that it took to do that description. So
sometimes they'll be able to do like several things in one.
No way.
In a couple pages, like they'll be like
they split it so much.
Yeah.
And it'll show the arm and then the leg, whatever. So dude, to have that ability, and then again, so as long as it's, I guess, thought of the quirk, the new order, I guess it can be done because she didn't shout it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What she did to Shigaraki, you know what I mean? So when she did that, I guess it just has to be conceived, you think?
I don't exactly know how the quirk works.
Boy wanted that so bad. Boy wanted Shigaraki, All For One was like, yo, I got
that. Yes.
And then his level of analyzation. So he was gonna do work with that quirk, bro. He was about to do work. In the manga, does he describe what he was gonna do? Because in the anime, it just showed that he was about to use one, and then it just started exploding. Did it go more in depth in the manga at any point?
I don't remember that.
Oh,
like I said, it's been a while since I read it.
Yeah.
But then on top of that, too, having jump between other we've been rewatching or rereading certain stuff.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I read it, and then reading other stuff, it's kind of been pushed back. So
there's so, and then you're rereading Demon Slayer, right? You said you started from the very beginning to write all the moves and everything.
I'm getting pretty good at that.
Yeah, but yeah, it was great episodes. Again, Bone Studio. We just read again. What blows my mind. It looks great on the animation. So I didn't know that they were pulling back from the manga. They weren't doing the full manga. You know what I mean? So I was just like, that hurt to read as only a watcher of the anime. Yeah. So I now kind of hope you watch this episode. Maybe
be like, they forgot.
Yeah, that would be dope. Jazz, what's going on? Doing good. We're trying our hands at a podcast. Is this your first time, tuning in? I got a show called The Hydeout. So yeah, we just talk all things anime and Marvel. Yeah, tune in, jump in. We're again talking My Hero at the moment. So welcome.
He's letting DC be the forgotten.
Oh yeah, and DC. Yeah, Marvel anime and DC again. Always last. Never remember that one. Unless James Gunn is gonna do good, we'll talk about it more. Future, insight. Again, Shigaraki was going off and was about to use the crap out of this. So I'm ready for you to, watch it to be able to distinguish. You know what I mean? Like again, because. In the anime, he was ready, and then it happened. So I'm wondering again if they left out panels. Was he he describe the quirk or whatever? But again, All For One's picked the perfect host in Ultimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's getting bad, bro.
Yeah. It's something else later on too, because it's just like there's stuff that's revealed later too, and you're just like, damn, how
Ooh.
hard did this set up to
Well,
make
when
sure
they
things
used
fell in place?
Hawks
Mm.
as the double agent, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, yo, I didn't see that coming, bro. I was like, yo, that was dirty. That was a good plot line. Like,
Yeah.
I really liked it. You know what I mean? So, I enjoyed that one. But Hawks, right? It was Hawks.
Yeah.
So, but
Oh, man.
is it time?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, guys, we are on a time crunch. We'll get out of here. Hope y'all have enjoyed the show.
Appreciate y'all for joining us.
Yes,
and
for
talking.
joining us. Again, technical difficulties took us away from you guys, so it was very upsetting, you know. But we're trying to get better. We really are trying to get better, and so in the end, we are now on Saturdays at 8 o'clock. That is going to be the window time for the show. Saturdays at 8. So we're terrible with posting as well. I always apologize, but yeah, I should update that, put that somewhere, maybe on a banner on the page or something. But yeah, Saturdays at 8. I apologize with that. With an asterisk, we'll put an asterisk on that. So because today was what 8:30 when we finally jumped on. So
we were a little bit late. Stuff wasn't working properly.
Jazz, you asked just watching the anime or reading the manga too. So he's the manga reader in the show. So he's got all the manga, but he also watches the anime. I'm more the anime, just the anime.
Just
strictly.
that, yeah.
I keep telling everybody as well that I'm going to read the manga, but you know, again, life and life is
don't
life.
hold your breath for that.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you know, no false promises there.
No. He likes that, but I just got here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eli. I know that's why we're saying you're late. You're late. But yeah, again, guys, I apologize. It is on us, or it's on me. Haven't posted on the page, but 8 o'clock Saturdays. That's the new time, and we'll be doing about an hour and a half of again. Whatever comes up to mind, as y'all can see today. So
sometimes we're a bit more on track with stuff we're talking about, but other times we're just.
That's what I'm saying. That's, you know, it's a good conversation though. That's why, you know, it's a great conversation. Again, y'all are more than welcome to chime in on the chat,
Definitely.
and that it gives us more reason to spray off topic and So
if you guys like that, yes, chime in as much as possible. If you don't and you just want to stick on track, just comment on how you
be
felt
like,
about
hey, what happened to my hero? You're talking about Deadpool right now.
How do you go from My Hero to Attack on Titan to
Demon Slayer? So, but thank y'all guys for tuning in. Again, we will be working on the podcast form. Once that's up and going, we will, tune y'all in. But thank y'all for tuning in. And until next week, guys, y'all be safe.
Thank you guys again.